Emerging trends. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a way of making a computer controlled robot, or a software think intelligently in the similar manner the intelligent humans think. Goals of AI: create expert systems to implement human intelligence in machines. Applications of AI: gaming, natural language processing, expert system vision systems, speech recognition, intelligent robots. Examples are intelligent digital personal assistants like Siri, Google Now, Cortana, Alexa smartphones with features to select the fastest or shortest route, etc. So this term 2 will be your theory paper. So in that you will be asked, like suppose if they ask you the examples, so these Alexa, Siri, already you are using many examples of AI. You can tell that in mobile when you are chatting or typing, then it helps with the words you have already typed or used. Immersive experiences. Immersive experiences allow us to visualize, feel, and react by stimulating our senses. It enhances our interaction and involvement, making them more realistic and engaging. Immersive experiences have been used in the field of training, such as driving simulators, flight simulators, etc. Immersive experience can be achieved using virtual reality and augmented reality. So this also you have seen that you can feel like 3D games or 5D or 7D games or videos or animations, so where you feel as if you are riding uh, that vehicle or whatever it is. So that is your augmented reality or virtual reality. Virtual reality (VR) is a three-dimensional computer-generated situation that simulates the real world. The user can interact with and explore that environment by getting immersed in it while interacting with the objects and other actions of the user. Augmented reality, it adds components of the digital world to the physical world along with the associated tactile and other sensory requirements, thereby making the environment interactive and manipulable. Digitally manipulable. Now, robotics. What is a robotics? A robot is basically a machine capable of carrying out one or more tasks automatically with accuracy and precision. Unlike other machines, a robot is programmable, which means it can follow the instructions given through computer programs. Robots that resemble humans are known as humanoids. Robots are being used in industries, medical science, bionics, scientific research, military, etc. So already robotics, many robots you have seen even in your school also. Robotic means automatic, the machine which is automatically doing the work, like 3D printers is one person type of, means it is doing automatically when any command is given to it, so the machine is automatically doing. Now humanoids means like human beings are doing their work, so those like Sophia etc., they resemble humans and they are called humanoids. Examples of robots, some examples are NASA's Mars Exploration Rover mission is a robotic space mission to study about the planet Mars. So wherever a human being cannot go, there we are sending the robots and they are sending us all the information. Sophia is a humanoid which uses artificial intelligence, visual data processing, facial recognition, and also imitates human gestures and facial expressions also. A drone is an unmanned aircraft which can be remotely controlled or can fly autonomously. This also you have seen that wherever human being cannot go with, suppose any flood affected area or any volcano affected where we have to send the medicines, we are using drone to send the medicines. Now machine learning comprises of algorithms that use data to learn their own and make prediction. It is a subsystem of artificial intelligence wherein computers have the ability to learn from data using statistical techniques without being explicitly programmed by a human being. It comprises algorithms that use data to learn on their own and make predictions. These algorithms called models. So, programming already, Python programming you have done. So, where the algorithms or the programs you are writing, and as per the program, the machine is doing or the software is doing your task. Next is natural language processing, NLP. Natural language processing facilitates communicating with intelligent systems using a natural language. The predictive typing feature of search engine that helps us by suggesting the next word in the sentence while typing keywords, and the spell checking features are examples of NLP, natural language processing. So already in mobile you are using it. Then what will be the next word? Suppose a sentence is there, how are you? If you try typing HO, it will help you with how, and once you select how, then automatically it will give you are you can, it is helping you with those words. So of a sentence they can provide the next word. An NLP system can perform text to speech and speech to text conversion. It deals with the interaction between human and computers using human spoken languages such as Hindi, English, etc. Example: spell check, autocomplete, voice text messaging, spam filters, related keywords on search engines, Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant. So all these are examples. So automatically in mobile also it is done. While using the softwares also, spell check, you might have seen how it is doing it. Use of natural language processing. So you are speaking, that is audio, and here either the audio will be recorded or it will be converted into text. Next is your big data. Due to the continuous evolution of internet, the number of users are growing so fast. As a result, huge bytes of data are created every day. Image shows what happens in every 6 seconds in internet. This results in the generation of data sets of enormous volume and complexity called big data. The data is not only voluminous but also unstructured, like our posts, instant messages and chats, photographs that we share through various sites or tweets, blog articles, news items, opinion polls and their comments, audio video chats, etc. So big data means these days all our social media data, as well as not only social media like Facebook, Google, Netflix, then online Amazon, it can be, then Snapchats, then the messengers, WhatsApp, Giphy, GIFs, Amazon. So all these are used, and huge amount of data daily we are sharing with each other. So in 60 seconds, these many millions, you can see here, millions, billions of data are being shared. Characteristics of big data: volume, huge amount of data; variety, different formats of data from various sources; value, extract useful data; velocity, high speed of accumulation of data; veracity, inconsistencies and uncertainty in data. So we are sharing, suppose you are Google searching any topic, like your term 2 exam, practical exam will be very soon, and 2nd March your exam is starting, so you want the question paper. So when we are sample question paper, so when we are Google searching it, you will find not only in Google search, the other also, suppose in YouTube somebody has shared that also. So from different, you can see here, from different social media, it will collect your information, whatever you have asked for, your as per your query, and it will provide you the information. Next, volume. The most prominent characteristics of big data is its enormous size. Velocity, it represents the rate at which the data under consideration is being generated and stored. Variety, it asserts that a data set has varied data such as structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Veracity is big data can be sometimes inconsistent, biased, noisy, or there can be an abnormality in the data or issues with the data collection methods. Value. Big data is not only just a big pile of data but also possess to have hidden patterns and useful knowledge which can be of high business value. So, value means we are doing the data analysis and we are getting the hidden and useful knowledge from it. Now, data analytics. Data analytics is the process of examining data sets in order to draw conclusion about the information they contain with the aid of specialized systems and softwares. Like suppose after 12th, what all streams are there, which all colleges are there. So data analytics will give you all the data from where you can find out any conclusion or get your information. Next, IoT is Internet of Things is a network of devices that have embedded hardware and software to communicate, connect, and exchange data with other devices on the same network. So here Internet of Things means at your home or in your office, all the devices are connected through internet. So any device, anybody, anywhere, any business, any network, anytime. So it can be any device of your home, of your office is connected through your mobile, through internet. Now, Web of Things is allows the use of web services to connect anything in the physical world besides human identities on the web. IoT versus WOT. IoT is about creating a network of objects, things, people, system, and applications. WOT tries to integrate them to the web and manage the devices easily. Sensors are very commonly used for monitoring and observing elements in real world applications. A smart sensor is a device that takes input from the physical environment and uses built-in computing resources to perform predefined functions upon detection of specific input and then process data before passing it on. Examples: the accelerometer sensor in the mobile phones detects the orientation of the phone, and the gyroscope sensors tracks rotation of twist of your hand and adds to the information supplied by the accelerometer. You might have seen there are many apps. When you're walking, it is counting your steps, the kilometers you have covered, the path in map. It is showing where you are going at present, wherever you are, it is showing. So all these movements it is recording. Next is your smart cities. The idea of a smart city is to make use of computer and communication technology along with IoT, WOT to manage and distribute resources efficiently. The smart building using sensors to detect earthquake tremors and then warn nearby buildings so that they can prepare themselves accordingly. The smart bridge uses wireless sensors to detect any loose bolt, cable, or crack and can alert concerned authorities through SMS. The smart tunnel also uses wireless sensors to detect any leakage or congestion in the tunnel. This information can be sent as wireless signals across the network of sensor nodes to a centralized computer for further analysis and components of smart city. So smart cities, everywhere we are using this. In smart cities, each thing is controlled by your it is connected to internet and controlled by your smart devices. So it is very easy to control any smart city. Suppose any sound is coming, now we will try to find out why this sound is coming. Is there any, suppose it is inside a tunnel, now is there any crack or why this air sound is changing? So all these things we can do the analysis work. Next is your cloud computing. Cloud computing is an emerging trend in the field of information technology where computer-based services are delivered over the internet or the cloud. for the case of their accessibility form anywhere using any smart device. The services comprise software, hardware, servers, databases, storage, etc. These resources are provided by companies called cloud service providers and usually charge on pay per use basis, like the way we pay for electricity usage. Already you all are using the clouds. You all are using Google Drive, where you store your copies and you share with your teachers. So that is your cloud service. It is providing for storage. So it is free of cost till now, but when we need huge amount of data to be stored, then we can buy the cloud services also. We already use cloud services while storing our pictures and files as backup on internet or host a website on the internet. Through cloud computing, a user can run a bigger application or process a larger amount of data without having the required storage or processing power on their personal computer, as long as they are connected to the internet. Besides other numerous features, cloud computing offers cost-effective, on-demand resources. A user can avail need-based resources from the cloud at a very reasonable cost. So these days it is very easy. Now these terms, full forms will also be asked, as well as how it is functioning. So servers, desktop, tablets, phones, laptops. Now SaaS is software as a service, PaaS is platform as a service, and the last one is infrastructure as a service. So these are the services provided by the cloud. Now cloud services, a service corresponds to any facility provided by the cloud. There are three standard models to categorize different computing services delivered through cloud. Infrastructure as a service. The infrastructure as a service providers can offer different kinds of computing infrastructures such as servers, virtual machines, storage and backup facility, network components, operating systems, or any other hardware or software. Using as from the cloud, a user can use the hardware infrastructure located at a remote location to configure, deploy, and execute any software application on that cloud infrastructure. They can outsource the hardware and software on demand basis and pay as per the usage. Thereby, they can save the cost of software, hardware, or other infrastructures, as well as the cost of setting up maintenance and security. These days, we are not setting up our factories or industries, whereas we are taking the help of other factories or industries and we are doing our work. So here you can hire the hardware and software computers, and computers maybe or any devices, and you can get your work done. So this is infrastructure as a service, where you are getting the machines of others to do work for you. Next is platform as a service. Through this service, a user can install and execute an application without worrying about the underlying infrastructure and their setup. This is PaaS, provides a platform or environment to develop, test, and deliver software applications. Suppose we have developed a web application using MySQL and Python. To run this application online, we can avail a pre-configured Apache server from cloud having MySQL and Python pre-installed. Thus, we are not required to install MySQL and Python on the cloud, nor do we need to configure the web server Apache and Nginx. In PaaS, the user has complete control over the deployed application and its configuration. It provides a deployment environment for developers at a much reduced cost, lessening the complexity of buying and managing the underlying hardware and software. So here, if you are using any app and you don't want to download the, suppose that in your app, in your software, you are using MySQL and Python. Now you have already seen there are so many online compilers, online facilities where you can directly run your software without installing the Python or the other softwares. Many compilers are there where directly you can run your softwares. It can be the softwares of C++, Java, Python, etc. So they are providing you this service. Next is software as a service. Software as a service provides on-demand access to application software, usually requiring a licensing or subscription by the user. While using Google Doc, Microsoft Office 365, Dropbox, etc. to edit a document online, we use SaaS from cloud. These days, you might have seen PDF to Doc. Many tasks we are doing it online, so we are not downloading the software, simply we are just doing it online. A user is not concerned about the installation or configuration of the software application as long as the required software is accessible. Like PaaS, a user is provided access to the required configuration settings of the application software that they are using at present. So these were the three services of cloud. Now next is your grid computing. A grid is a computer network of geographically dispersed and heterogeneous computational resources. Unlike cloud, whose primary focus is to provide services, a grid is more application specific and creates a sense of a virtual supercomputer with an enormous processing power and storage. The constituent resources are called nodes. These different nodes temporarily come together to solve a single large task and to reach a common goal. So this is your grid computing. You can see, like in my house or in your house, you require a printer, a mobile, your modem for internet connection. So what all things are required? A printer is required. Then your siblings are using mobiles, your parents are using laptop, desktop. So like this, users sharing their resources with this. Next, grid computing is different from as cloud service. This is infrastructure. In case of infrastructure as a service, cloud service, there is a service provider who rents the required infrastructure to the user, whereas in grid computing, multiple computing nodes join together to solve a common computational problem. To set up a grid by connecting numerous nodes in terms of data as well as CPU, a middleware is required to implement the distributed processor architecture. So how to connect all the things? For that, a middleware is required. Next is your blockchain technology. It uses shared databases of chained blocks where copies of database exist on multiple computers. The blockchain technology works on the concept of decentralized and shared database where each computer has a copy of the database. Safety and security of the transactions are ensured because all the members in the network keep a copy of the blockchain, and so it is not possible for a single member of the network to make changes or alter data. So these days you might have seen that blockchain technology is so famous because we all are having the information or a copy of it. So here you can see someone request a transaction. The request is broadcast to all nodes in the network. If verified by all nodes, the block gets added in the already existing chain of blocks. The transaction is complete. So by permission of each one is getting the information. Now this is the main thing which I wanted to share with you, that is this time the theory paper will be there. So I'm just going through the question answers, then next class I will share you which all questions will come, like the pattern, 2 marks question, 3 marks question, case study of AI. So that I want to share. So next class I will share with you. Now I am sharing these questions only. Dash technology make users as if they truly in a virtual environment. So when you're just as if you are in a, suppose at home you are sitting and you are playing a game, or you're traveling in the software travel software you're using, and you are feeling as if you are traveling, but you are sitting at home and seeing through that software. What is this called? It's called virtual reality. Now, the difference between all these four should be clear to you. NLP is natural language processing. Suppose mobile is helping you with the words while chatting. Virtual reality means you are feeling as if you are present in that environment. Augmented reality means suppose any wild animal you want to see, or you want to take picture with a lion. So what you can do, the softwares are there which will produce those lions, augmented reality, and you can take the pictures with the lions. ML is machine learning. So here the answer will be VR, virtual reality. These full forms should be clear to you, and what it is doing, each one, that should be clear to you. Now next is Dash technology is able to take an existing environment and add a layer of virtual information on top of it. So while taking the pictures, we are using augmented reality, where it is simply putting a second, that is existing environment is already there, it is providing a layer of virtual information on it. So that is augmented reality. I will share with you augmented reality videos, how it is done, and virtual reality, how it is done. Suppose you are playing a game, that time you are feeling, or you are suppose the software is teaching you how to ride, or the bike software, so in that you are feeling, that is virtual reality. And suppose you are just seeing a software where an animal comes in front of you in your home only, means it is the existing environment, original environment, and you are seeing that a lion is entering your house, elephant is entering your house. That is augmented reality. So this difference between VR and AR should be clear to you. So here the answer will be augmented reality. Now next one is Dash is an application of artificial intelligence and provides systems the ability to automatically learn and improve from experience after initial training. So this is your machine learning. Suppose you want to be a pilot, you want to fly an aircraft or jet. Now you want to learn how to fly a jet. So what you will do is you can simply get a training by using the software, and afterwards in reality you can go and fly. So to learn using a machine, that is machine learning. Next is Dash are programmable machines that are able to carry out actions autonomously. Now, the machines, robots, we are programming, and it is a machine, and automatically it can sense and do many work, or when given order, it can do the work. So what is grid of all the devices? Cloud is for storage or getting our work done. We are using cloud. Robots are the machines which are programmed, and robotic is a technology. Extremely large set of data are called big data. So this already we have seen, huge bulk of data, large set of data are called big data, where the accessing takes sometimes weeks and months. Suppose any analytic on big data you want to do, sometimes your computer will take months to show the output, or weeks or days to show the output. Next, intelligent sensors that can convert and process quantities digital are now automatically, whenever your devices are doing, we have given the name as smart. So smart cities, smart devices, so we have given the name as smart here. Clear? So this will be your smart. The other you already know. Distributed computing system formed by a network of independent computers is a grid. So all the different nodes are connected to that network. So it is a grid. Next, Dash is artificial intelligence technology that helps computers understand, interpret, and manipulate human language. This is NLP. This is very easy. Anybody can give the answer, because NLP is a language processing device, and automatically the software is helping you with the next word or the spellings. VR is virtual reality, augmented reality, machine learning. So difference is there between, means A you can easily identify wherever A answer. Only you can get confused with VR and AR. Machine learning also you can identify. Next, now the theory questions. What is cloud computing? These are the theories, and from here you have to select the answer. So, a network of computers and printers available within an organization. No, it is a LAN. A type of internet-based computing that provides shared computer processing resources and data to computers and other devices on demand. Yes, correct. A process of scheduling computer programs to work autonomously, storage and data on servers that is accessible by all members of organization. Now, cloud means that it can be hardware or software, but it is internet based computing that provides shared computer processing resources and data to computers and other devices on demand. So internet, you can, means through internet you can say, like Google Drive is there, it is using cloud computing to save our information, or suppose to share the information, or suppose to download from Google Drive all the stored information. Same way the other services also. So here B will be the answer. Next, which of these is an advantage of cloud storage? Means cloud storage means anywhere, from anywhere anyone can download, access any information, which I will make it public. Suppose I want to share it with public, so like YouTube videos, anything I want to share with it publicly, so I will make it public. So anybody from only internet connection is required. So the user has no control. Wrong. Many programs can be run at the same time. This is multi-program. No. Then accessible anywhere within internet connection. Correct. Portability means you can carry from one place to another. No. Cloud storage means you can access any information from anywhere. Anyone can access with internet connection. So C will be your correct answer. Which of these is an example of cloud storage? Already you have used. Okay, here all three are there. You are already using in your class. Google Drive, you are using it, where you are saving your copies and sharing the link. Microsoft Azure and iCloud are also there. So all these days, so many cloud computing is. I will share with you all the software names. So here all of these. Which of these is not a cloud services? Now, this already you have done. Infrastructure, you have done. Software. So, DAS, D will not be the answer. Infrastructure, platform and software already you have done. So, answer will be DAS is not a services provided by the cloud. The process of encrypting and decrypting information is called. Now, cryptography, these days we are sending the information, passwords to others, which is in encrypted form, means nobody, only the person to whom I am sending, he can just decrypt or decode it, or the software can decode it, or the machine can decode it. So this is called cryptography. Next, what is blockchain? It is a decentralized ledger of all the transactions across a peer-to-peer network. Yes, it's partially distributed ledger of some transactions across a, no, not partially, everybody is getting the information. It is a distributed ledger of all transaction across a top down. No, it is all are equal. It is not a top down boss setup. It is a technology that enabled the development of all kinds of apps which are overviewed by the centralized network. Here all are leaders in blockchain, all are getting, all the nodes are getting the information. So A will be the correct answer. Next, when a transaction has been confirmed, it means it has been approved by the network and permanently appended in the blockchain in the form of a block. So block is already given. Next, which are not the potential application of blockchain? Now, using a blockchain, we are doing the voting, we are getting the information who are voting, etc. Then health record, fund transfer. But online gaming is not blockchain. So here B will be the answer, that online gaming is not an application of blockchain. A blockchain is secured by. Now we are using hash code in it. So this in detail when we will do each topic we will do in our future in detail. That time we will go through all these things, how it is done. So here hash code is used for security in blockchain. Next, what does the block in the blockchain consists of? Blockchain, the block consists, transaction data is also there, hash point is also there, timestamp is also there. So all of these, we are getting every information, not only the data, but also the timestamp and hash point. So all of these will be your answer. Next, each block contains the hash of. Now, hash of all, like connectivity is there. So, of the previous block, hash of the previous block. So, blockchain, when we will do in detail, then each detail we will do it. The process of confirming a transaction after validating and adding it to the public ledger is called mining. Suppose you want to get any information, old information, then we are doing the process of confirming a transaction after validating and adding it to the public ledger. So we are getting the information of any transaction. So mining it is called. Next, give some real world applications of AI. So these are your theory questions. Now this exam you will not get any MCQ. This exam it is theoretical, 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks question. Already the term 2 sample paper has been shared with you. I will share with, if AI paper is there, then I will share with you the AI paper also. So go through the theory paper. Next class we will do all the questions of your term 2 question paper we will discuss. Mostly these type of questions will be there. Difference between artificial learning, machine learning, difference between the different cloud services, infrastructure, IaaS, then SaaS, PaaS, all these differences will be there. Then which all languages we are using for AI programming, all the list. Then the Python, already you have started learning the Python. So these are the question papers. We will discuss other questions in our next class. I will share with you a Google form also with these questions so that you can attempt and you can find out that how much you know. So these question papers we will solve in our next class. Okay.